This is crazy. A couple days ago, I made a video talking about how the Rothschild & Co., the biggest financial institution run by the elites, I'll give you guys a bit of a backstory about them later. There was some leaked insider info which revealed that they are actually going to be using XRP to do some global transactions. And after I uploaded that video, a lot of people really wanted to know more, and I did so much more research for you guys, and this video is going to uncover everything. It is the truth. The elites are using XRP, and today you guys are going to see how and why, and I know, guaranteed, you guys are going to come out shocked by the end of this video. This is why I'm mind blown. It took me forever to make this video, because the content you guys are going to hear are ones that you've never seen or heard of in your life. So get prepared, share this video, smash the like button, subscribe. Oh my god, let's jump into it. This is Rothschild. The importance of them is one that you guys have never heard before. Rothschild was first founded in the 1800s, 1811 to be exact. It was founded by the man himself, Nathan Mayer Rothschild. The historic story of these elites are very fascinating, and it's a very historic one that not many people have heard of or done the research about. It all began when the man himself, Nathan Mayer Rothschild, officially was a coin maker. He was a coin maker, in fact, for a German king. Rothschild had 5 sons. He decided to go ahead and separate them into 5 countries. First one going to England, second one going to Rome, third one going to Germany, the fourth in Paris, and the fifth in Spain. The whole idea was his 5 sons would fund both sides of the war. France with Bonaparte, and back Britain at the same time. If you don't know who Bonaparte is, it's actually Napoleon. He was at the time the Emperor of French, or the Emperor of France. So the entire purpose of this was that regardless of the actual winner of the war, the Rutherford family would win. Now, what they would do is they would actually go ahead and bankrupt the losing country and take all of their assets. On top of that, they would collect from the winners. They also bankrolled the British and the French in the Revolutionary War in the US. Some people allege that the Rutherford family is actually the Illuminati. This is, again, one of the most interesting stories for a financial institution. These are the elites. Whenever somebody kind of talks about the top elite, these are them. Now, a lot of people have also questioned the fact that why XRP specific? And to that, there was a person in the comment section that actually said that he would find it ironic that the SEC would go after XRP considering the clout the Rothschild bring to the table. They actually stated that most likely XRP was a proxy in the battle that we are not privileged to after learning. So what's being said here is that really XRP is bigger than a digital currency. Everybody looks at XRP as if it's a digital currency and it's a cryptocurrency like all the rest, but that's not the truth. What's being said is that XRP has a bigger story. The founders of XRP, the idea of XRP is bigger than just a cryptocurrency. It's a cryptocurrency in disguise with a very, very, very big history. Now, again, these are all speculations, so I'm not going to say this is a factual information that XRP was a proxy as part of those battles. But to say that one of the largest, in fact, the largest world-running financial institution deciding on XRP, and on top of that, we actually see that they own XRP, and I'll show you guys that in a bit, because I know that's the exciting part. But the fact that they own XRP and are running XRP, there must be something going on. And it's never that you see the global elite accept something that the US is totally against and is basically at war with. The US doesn't want XRP. And the reason to this is because using the speculation, or I'm going to say rumors, I'm going to say there's still speculations just because there's no factual basis on this. As much research as you can do, these are so dated that it's hard to say this is a factual based story, completely factual. I can't say that. But what I can say is there are some parts that are guaranteed, other parts are some speculation, I believe. I can't guarantee though. Could be all facts, it could be all speculation. But the point here is the US is completely against XRP. Yet XRP is now accepted globally. If you look at every possible country you can imagine, more specifically, let's have a look at the countries that the sons of Rutherford went to. Look at Europe. Look at Europe. 90% of Europe right now is dominated by XRP. Have a look at this, guys. Bank of France likely to prefer XRP over Bitcoin. And even better yet, the Central Bank of France eyes XRP as a basis for its digital euro. I think it's logical. It's clear. Now, let's have a look at one of the other countries that one of the Rothschild sons went. And look at that. Look at Ripple XRP being used all across Britain or the United Kingdom. What about Australia, Sweden, and Europe? Now, this is only the beginning of the research that I got into. This is where I'm about to reveal to you guys the real breaking news that is going to shock right here. So, after doing some research into Edmund de Rothschild, and he actually had a fund that he started. Okay, so I was doing a research. I found this article. It was talking about Edmund de Rothschild. I decided to look into it, and it was talking about what he owns, the portfolio, what his assets are. And this is where I stumbled upon a company that he actually is invested in fact, highly invested in. And on that list was a company called SBI Holdings. Okay, so I decided to do some research into SBI Holdings, and I'm sure I'll tell you guys. I found out that back at the time of this article, SBI Holdings owned 8.7% of its stake in Ripple XRP. They didn't own it in Bitcoin. They didn't own it in Ethereum. They owned it in Ripple XRP. That is humongous, because really what this means is that Rothschild, the family, the elites, were indirectly buying into XRP without trying to let anybody know that they were buying into XRP. On top of that, I found this article, and this is a new one. This was a couple days old, and because I knew what SBI Holdings was, I did some research. I looked into SBI Holdings, and this is going to shock you. As of a couple days ago, SBI Holdings partnered with Ripple. Do you guys know what that means? Ripple partnership expansion co-signed by SBI Holdings CEO. Do you know what this means? This correlates with the leaked information. So clearly that leaked information wasn't false. It's 100% legit. They're going to be using XRP for international global transactions. But now they're partnering with Ripple? This, guys, is insane. And on top of that, iRemit expands partnership with Ripple to further leverage on-demand liquidity for treasury management. Do you know what iRemit is? It's the company that right as of a couple days ago as well, filed as part of the lawsuit siding with XRP. I'll show you that. This one right here, guys. iRemit, a global payment remittance company that uses the RippleNet software, has filed an application to file an amicus brief in support of Ripple's defendant motion for summary judgment. This is not a random company. This is the Rothschild family, guys. And what's being said here is that the reason why they're doing this is because they actually have a rivalry with the States. So as of the Revolutionary War between the States and Britain, the US started to hate the Rothschild family. And so anything that they were linked with, they just automatically went against. And what's being said here is that the Rothschild family is indirectly somehow running and dealing with XRP. So if the US dislikes the Rothschild family, they're automatically going to go against it in any possible way. And so that is the rivalry. It's the Rothschild family versus the US right now, which is mind-blowing. The fact that I can't even comprehend it. Now, to be honest, what's even more intriguing and what gets me to continue this thought process is that the Rothschild and Co family basically owns everything outside of the States. They run the entire world, and I think the only thing that they don't completely 100% run is the States. They own everything else. But here's where things get, even crazier. When you hear the CEO of Brad Garlinghouse come out and talk, and somebody tells him, okay, what happens if you lose the SEC versus Ripple case with the US? He doesn't say we're screwed. He says, who cares? We just base ourselves outside of the US. You know what, guys? Think about this. Ripple is doing amazing outside of the US. Fantastic. The only place that they're having issues with is the US. That's number one. Number two is they couldn't care less, to be honest. They know they're going to win this lawsuit, but they couldn't care less. Win, lose this lawsuit, XRP is still going to rise. You even hear Brad Garlinghouse, you hear the CTO of Ripple come out and say that. They say no matter what happens, we win. Whatever. We lose the States, who cares? We lose the States. We run the rest of the world. So this continues the thought process of, it actually kind of makes sense. If you were to connect the dots, makes some sense, to be honest. Logic aspect of things, I could understand. But it's just crazy what's happening right now. The fact that all of this information, and I know it's a lot, and I hope you guys do understand that this took forever to kind of figure out. So if you guys hit that like button, you subscribe, it helps me out and it makes me do more research into this stuff and let you guys know what's going on. But the fact that all this information went into my head's about to like jump up right now because I'm so excited and happy, and at the same time am just shocked from what's going on. And now that I'm figuring out everything, the dots are really starting to connect. And XRP to me has become bigger than retail investors. XRP is the elites and only the elite. And this is why, you know, the entire market is red. Let me jump right onto this. The entire market's red, XRP is pumping. But even if XRP were to right now hit 1 penny, I still would buy it. And you know why I do that? Because I know what's happening now is those elites are trying to dump the price so that they can buy all of the XRP they can. Those central banks that we're talking about that are going to get integrated into them, they are trying to buy as much XRP as they can because XRP is labeled a stable coin, to be honest, by the World Economic Forum. They labeled XRP as a stable coin, and what they've said is that we need XRP to stabilize in price, which means we have to buy a ton of it so that it gets to so high of a price where it stops being able to fluctuate, and then we can use it and integrate it into the central banks. So what's happening right now is the central banks are going to try and buy into it as much as they can at the cheapest price possible so that they can pay the least amount possible. Of course, why would, like, if I can buy XRP from you for 50 cents, why would I tell you I'll pay you $1? Why? So that's what's happening. They're going to try and make everybody sell at the cheap prices, and then eventually when people stop selling at 50 cents, then they're going to say, okay, we still have to buy. Okay, let's pay $1 for it, and then $2 and $10, and then when nobody's selling at 100 and 200 and 1,000, then they start to have to jump even more. So you'll see that eventually, you know, when people stop selling at $1,000, then they're going to say, okay, let's jump into 10,000. And then when people stop selling at 10,000, then let's jump into 20,000, and then 20,000, and so on and so forth. They're going to continuously buy as long as people are continuously selling. The price is going to stay like this. The second people stop selling is when they are now forced to pay more for the XRP, and so they're going to put that money up and say, you know what, that's fine, we'll buy it at whatever price you want. And that's what's going on. So hope you guys do enjoyed this video. You learned something. Please share it. You like, you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.